Who is this on here? Hey, excuse me, sir. Who's that boy? I say hi. Yeah, we're gonna hang out and see if anyone wants to join us. Okay, let's put this over here. Put this down. How do we stop this thing from making all of the sounds that it's making? Ah, bliss. Look at this hair. Someone's a mess. So I'm just a little bit of a mess today. I'm thinking, ew. All right, so stay on here for a little bit. If anyone gets on, we'll have a little chat. If not, we'll just be done. Right? You see yourself? Say Joshua. 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 You smell like graham crackers. Because that's what you were eating. What are all these little things down here? Let's see, we have... look at that. Oh, someone's here. So how do I see if there's like a chat? Does anyone want to chat? Oh, someone's not happy. It's hot in here, bud. Let me clean that face. If anyone's logged on here, please just send a chat through so I can see if anything comes through. Well, first off, homie, chill out. Oh my gosh. Give me this face. You're a mess. No. No, thank you. There we go. There we go. Get your lip. Okay, there you are. Hi. So, this is Joshua, officially Joshua. Yes. His diapers. Apparently he had a blowout in his diaper today and got all over his pants. But yeah, so I just wanted to get on. I wanted to have a little live because no one's actually gotten to like see Joshua in real time. Yeah, you. And just give people that opportunity, but also to like, you know, answer questions about him and about our journey. Because it's been quite the journey. I guess I'll start it off. Like if anyone goes back and watches this live and that maybe doesn't follow the channel and things like that. But Joshua, I met Joshua when he was 5 days old. Tiny little human in in the NICU. I'm gonna go get a picture real quick of the day I met him. So hold on one second. You play over here. He's actually learning to stand on his own. He can pull himself up and stand there by himself. I'll be right back. So, okay. This is it's not the day. I think this is within the first like 3 days of me meeting Joshua ever. He was tiny. This was in 2023. And that was at the NICU. Yeah. What are you doing, bud? So I met him. I went in there. I got a call for him from DCFS. Oh, all these sounds. And basically someone called me and they said, hey, we've got this baby. Do you want to take this baby in? And they said, he's adorable. I'm a single foster mom to a 6-week-old baby girl. I love watching your story. Thank you so much. Yes. We have our friend Amy. Well, Aunt Amy. She just had a baby girl that ended up reunifying. To each their own on that. Now y'all can get like real legit feelings of mine about this system. Anyway, let me move this back so you guys can actually see Joshua. Wait, how about this? Oh my gosh! Put it this way. Oh, Lord. Lord. And here. You want to play that way? So anyway, I picked him up. I met him. I picked him up. But I didn't get to go home with him that day because he was in the NICU because of all the different things that he had been dealing with. If this is too loud, you guys just let me know in the comments, okay? And wait, let's put it on. There we go. Due to all the things that he had during the pregnancy, so I took him home on the 20th. His birthday was on the 6th, but it was really nice because I got to go there every single day. He's just got long curly hair. But thanks, Violet. Thanks. Anyway, so I got to go there, meet him. The nurses in the NICU were truly stunning. And then Amy babysat, because at that time, don't even stress, it's all good, girl. At that time, I had baby H. That was the baby girl that I had. Well, not H, baby E is what I was calling her. Her real name started with an H. And I also had M, which was the 10-year-old boy that I had in my care. So I knew that baby E was leaving, and I wasn't sure that M was leaving right away. Found out that he was. So Amy did a lot of the babysitting for me while I was at the NICU with Joshua. And then he came home on the 20th, which was always special because my birthday's June 20th, and I thought it was really cool because he was coming home on January 20th. And our journey started. You guys want to see him more than me, right? You want to see how he loves books? I'll show you how he turns pages. Hold on. Oh, hold on. You want to get a book over here? He really, really loves books and turning the page. So, we'll do this one for Pride Month. Watch excitement. Look at that. What makes a rainbow? What makes a rainbow? This book is like, it's got a little bit more like words and stuff. So I just skip through and I'll make stuff up. What makes a rainbow? Little Rabbit and his mother were sitting under a big red flower petal. Look, said Little Rabbit, it stopped raining. And then I just do this. Oh, I wonder what it was like for a rainbow to pop in the sky. Let's see if we can count the colors and figure them out. What makes a rainbow? And then he turns the page. Pride Month, yeah! And then we do the orange. Mr. Fox, what makes a rainbow? And of course, he's going to try and do all the pages. What makes a rainbow? Asked Little Rabbit. Orange, said Mr. Fox. And then I'll say something like, can you show me the color orange? And then I'll take his little hands. Let me reposition this little nugget right here. Okay. All right. So I'll take his little hands and I'll say, let's touch the orange. And he's already doing it. Orange, orange. You have red and orange. And then I say, turn the page, and he'll turn the page. Whoa! What makes a rainbow? We have red, we have orange, see everyone? And we have yellow. Yellow makes a rainbow. Little Chick, what makes a rainbow? Asked Little Rabbit. Yellow, said Little Chick. There we go. And let him touch all the things. Okay. You want to turn the page? Turn the page. Whoa, green makes a rainbow. And actually, he's like doing this on his own now. Before he didn't really know that was there. Okay, what's the next page? Look at that. Look at that. Blue makes a rainbow. The little bluebird told the little rabbit all about how the color blue helps make a rainbow. That's not really in the book, but you guys get the point. Purple makes a rainbow. Wow, let's touch all of the colors of the rainbow. And then we get over here, turn the last page, and It's a big old rainbow. Someone likes that. Don't rip it. So he gets to see that. Oh, sorry about your face. All right, turn it on your own. Go ahead. Whoa! Look at that face. So he really likes books. Will you foster in the future? What was your worst part of your experience? I love this. So I'm going to just be really honest with you guys. There was a lot of time when I could not share true feelings about everything. I certainly tried to make my feelings evident and known, but I had to be really, really, really cautious because why don't you play with this? Because I didn't want DCFS to have reason to take a child because they can't handle the honesty of their maltreatment of children. But I also want to make sure I always stay truthful in the fact of his case. His case, the social workers were phenomenal. And I really mean that. If they weren't good, I would be honest about that now. But they really were. I won't say their names just because it's not important. But his social worker, his adoption worker, fantastic. They were on their game. Even the supervisors in their department were just really wonderful. Anytime there was some bullshit claim or whatever, like, they knew it was lies. The worst part of this entire thing, it wasn't even giving the children up because you make peace with that. The worst part was dealing with baby R's mother and baby R's social worker. They do make a difference. Those were the worst parts of this. The mother conniving, the social worker conniving. That social worker, it was like 1 minute she was on my side, the next minute she was on the parent's side. She would lie about things, she would make things up. And I'm not just saying that. She told me. She literally, one time I said, oh, by the way, such and such, the mother, is doing this. And she said, yeah, that's okay. I don't really care. She's going to get her back anyway. She just did not care. But I couldn't say anything about that because if you know anything about this system, the second you speak up, they're just like, they like blacklist you. I'm to the point where I don't really care anymore. I'm not going to do this again. But then I'm Kevin Gerdes. So it's like if you put a baby in front of me that needs a home, I'll be like, oh my God, I don't know. I should do it. And I go back and forth with my mom about this. Like, should I take another baby? Should I not? I don't want to do it again. But I do know that if there was a situation where Joshua had a sibling and that sibling needed, to be detained, there's no way in hell that I would say I'm not taking his sibling. But I don't see myself actively going out and doing this because I just can't deal with the system. And it got to the point where, like, last month, if you're not in LA, I believe every city has a board of directors, but the Los Angeles County is from what my understanding, has the board of directors has the LA County board of directors is the biggest one in the entire country. And they oversee every public system service in the county. So you can call in on different matters when they're doing votes on those things and the public brings up certain matters. So I was just listening one day on YouTube and they had something about foster care system and I was like, I'm calling in. So last month they were talking about the disposition, how Black children are disproportionately detained within the system. And this is true. It's not a lie. And the director of here, play with your toy. You want me to get you some food? Okay, let me go get him a banana real quick. It's gonna take me 30 seconds. I'll be right back, y'all. You're not gonna play with this camera. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna leave it alone. Here, there's your card. I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds. Be careful. Or you can play with the book, whatever you want. Ow. He just wanted that book, I guess. You see? I kind of want you guys to see him and all, but whatever. Anyway, so I called them, and the director of DCFS got on the meeting, and he goes, "What is this child doing?" And he says, "Yeah, we understand this. We're looking into it. We even have programs where they meet with they meet with foster parents to talk about how things can be better, or not foster parents, with parents or something like that, with a group of people to find out how it can be better so they're not detaining a ton of black children." Well, I was like, that's interesting. They said that, they have panels and things like that. And I called in and I said, well, you say this isn't in a public forum. And I said, well, that's interesting that you say that you guys have these panels where you can get our feedback on the system, on the foster care system, and etc., so that you can stop detaining children that don't need to be detained. And yet, how come I never knew about this? How come foster parents don't know about these things? So for me, I'm over here thinking, honestly, I think they just handpick certain foster parents and have them come in, and then they can kind of meet this like quota thing where they're just like, yeah, we had this seminar where we got feedback. Well, who are you getting feedback from? Specialized foster parents that you said to social workers, yeah, go out and ask your foster parents if they want to be in this. This is giving me the heebie-jeebies right now. It's got some like stain on it. Ugh, I got goosebumps from that. And then the social worker picked the foster parents that they like, that are not going to cause issues. And then they say, yeah, we got feedback. No, this needs to be a public thing. These types of things need to be public. They need to go out to every single foster parent that's registered, donate that, and license, and say, we're having this meeting. Come speak up. But they don't do things like that because they want to control it all. Anyway, I called in and I got to talk to them. Another amazing thing that's happening is I spoke to Sacramento today, and this young man's new birth certificate, you want to get it? This young man's new birth certificate was received by the county, by the court, and they're processing your new birth certificate with your new name, Joshua Jacob Gerdes. How don't you detain black children? So if they are black children being abused, it sounds like they're going to leave these poor children. No. That's not what I mean. So any kid that's getting abused or needs to be detained gets detained. But, and guys, look, don't quote me. I'm not like this statistician on all things DCFS. But it is shown that they detain children of color far greater than they do children that are not of color. And African American black children are detained more than Latino children, white children, and Asian children. So it's just facts. I mean, you can look it up. But that's not to say that they aren't going to detain. So sometimes they'll come in, like for example, the reason I moved to this tiny apartment that I'm in, I had a 2-bedroom apartment. And when I got Joshua, my neighbor was pissed downstairs beneath me. She was mad that I had a 10-year-old at the time. And guess what 10-year-olds do? They run, they jump, they make noise, all kinds of things. And she didn't like that because she never had kids above her. I asked the owner of the building because she was complaining to him about us. And I said, she's been there for like 30 years. And I said, has she ever had kids live above her? And he said, no, there's never had been. And I said, well, guess what? She does now. And, all this complaining needs to stop. Well, what she did is she started making false DCFS claims against me, saying that I'm hitting the kids. All of these things. So before I know it, an emergency response worker came out to my house and they said, hey, what's going on? And I was like, what's going on? What are you talking about? And I was pissed. Like, I don't take that stuff lightly. I'm like, screw you. Like, who the hell are you? Like, and they said, oh, she said you're hitting the kids, and she said that they're staying up until midnight. And I'm like, well, first off, a kid is allowed to stay up till midnight if they want to stay up till midnight or the parent wants them to. And I was like, and second off, no, they're not. She would call the police for noise ordinance, noise violations. One day the police show up at my house at 10 o'clock at night, and she tried to say that the kids were up screaming and I was blaring music. Literally, I'm sitting in my apartment. This was actually right before Joshua came. I'm sitting in my apartment on the sofa, looking at a foster website for adoptable kids. No TV was on, no nothing. There was one lamp on, and I'm looking on my laptop. No sound. I get a knock at the door. It's the police. They're like, we got a complaint from the woman downstairs about noise. I looked at these people because this was like the third time. I was like, do you hear anything? Do you see my apartment? They're like, yeah, we don't hear anything. I said, okay, well then have a good night. And I shut the door. So then she started making the DCFS claims. And here's my point. My point is, I asked the woman, that the ER worker that came out, I said, why are you guys entertaining this? I said, you know, like she's lying. And they said, we know. And because at that point they had started telling me, like, you need to move because she's not going to stop. And then what's going to happen is they're going to say he's getting all these claims and they're going to end up moving the kids. And that's where the problem is, because they don't actually investigate things when it's not serious. Like, they need to like stop passing judgment and actually hold this person making false claims accountable, rather than saying, oh, you're doing something wrong. And because I literally said to her, yeah, we get it. I literally said to her, so is there anything I can do? Because you know this is going to become a problem. She said no. She said it's just going to keep happening and we're going to say there's a problem here. So I moved. It's just things like that. Like there's always things in this country where Black people are being targeted. And I'm also going to say I am a very, very politically moderate person, and I sometimes lean to the right. So this isn't some woke thing. I actually am not about woke culture. I hate it. I'm not about cancel culture. I hate it. I'm about, let's just be real, and common sense. You done? Anyway, that's that. I do want to know if you guys have other questions. Other than that, I'm going to get off of here and, try and do more of these. My God. More of these little meetings. Can you stop saying hi, 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 because I'll just ban you from here. It's pretty annoying. Your fave Cammy slays. But do you slay? Because you're kind of being annoying. Anyway, guys. Thanks for listening to this rant. Thanks for getting to finally meet Joshua. Oh, so this room is like different. Bunk bed and his crib and things like that. There's going to be a video tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm putting out explaining all of this. What do you see in the future for both of you? Good question. I'm going to go till 6 o'clock, my time. So another 7 minutes. What do I see? Honestly, guys, that's a big question. I keep thinking about daily. So realistically, so Joshua just turned 1.5 years last week. The things that are on my mind are school. Like when he's 2, I want him in like a preschool that is, if it were up to me and I could afford it, I would do Montessori school. But those are very expensive. But I think about that a lot. I keep talking to my mom about this, but I don't know if this is going to happen. I really want to try van life with Joshua, meaning like get out of these insane, stupid rents that we're paying in Los Angeles and get like an RV, not a huge one, just like, you know, like a decent sized RV, or a, like an extremely awesome outfitted, like one of those like bigger vans, and do that and just travel with him around the country. But it's scary because I'm playing with the book, because you just don't know what to expect. But I do know that if I did something like that, it would have to be now, because I don't want to do that when he's like in kindergarten and things. I don't, I don't, I don't have any interest in him going to public school. I'll probably do some sort of hybrid schooling thing. You know, I know of some programs and some friends have their kids do like 2 days in school and then like 3 days at home, or they'll do like all every day at home, and then they'll have like these meetup things for the kids. I'm not really sure about that because I don't have to think about it this second, but oddly enough, I do think about it. And then obviously, you know, there's dad, and I would love to meet someone, and I don't know. I'd love to meet someone because it gets lonely. But it's also Los Angeles, and it's really hard to date here, and you know, it's an interesting city to try and navigate dating. And you're doing it with a kid, so there's all of that that's attached to it, and trying to get to a place where you feel comfortable with someone meeting him. But it's just all of that. Thanks for answering my question. Wishing both of you. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. Really, really much. If you're not subscribed, like please, like genuinely, please subscribe. Yeah, so it's just all of that. Like, I'm thinking about the next year and a half, and that means where are we gonna live throughout that time. Obviously, I'm in a lease now, so I'm here until next May. But you know, I think about what's it gonna be like after that. I don't want to do another year after this year in this place. It's just far too small. So it's like do something small on wheels so I can travel anywhere and do whatever, or just find a way to get into a 2-bedroom apartment, which would probably mean moving within an hour outside of Los Angeles, which I have no problem doing because this city is just a mess. I'd rather live an hour outside of LA and drive in whenever I wanted to. Yeah. Last thing, merch store. I started a merchandise store. You can just like, I think on my profile, if you slide over and click store, there's some stuff there. But I'm going to put it in the description of this video. It's in the description of my last couple videos. Come to IE, Inland Empire. That's not an hour outside, and it's still too busy there. That's Inland Empire, right? That's way too busy. I'm talking about like suburbia. I grew up in suburbia. I think that's where I want to be. But yeah, I did the merch store. Obviously, it helps me continue to be able to do this because, well, Los Angeles is expensive. That's what we're talking about right now. All right, you ready to say bye? Don't forget, tomorrow I'll have another video out. And you're going to see why there's a bunk bed in my place right now. Oh! Say goodbye. Bye-bye. Say au revoir. I wonder what that belly tastes like. Because when we're crying, we get to eat bellies around here. Isn't that what we get to do? Don't push me away. Say bye-bye. Say I love you, everyone. Bye-bye. No, don't grab the camera. You love to grab that camera. You cannot. No. Can I have a kiss? He does know how to kiss. Watch. Sometimes he'll do it. Kiss. No, don't push me away. No. No. It's not funny. No. Give me these hands. Mwah, thank you. Mwah, thank you. No, 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 no. He's the best, y'all. He's the best. See, I'm just such a happy boy. So that's Joshua. I'll try and do these more. This was fun. It's definitely nicer from the past because I could never show the kids, but this is fun with him. Say bye-bye. Au revoir. Say au revoir. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, peace out, guys. If you have more questions, I'll answer them in the comments.